Hey guys, what's going on? This is Nick here. I'm super excited about this one because I think that the biggest reason why people, aren't able to, manage their nutrition properly is because of cooking. We live in a very fast-paced society where people are constantly ping-ponging back and forth, and we're, all over the place. And so there's just a lot of stress. The last thing we want to do is, after working really hard and coming home from a long day, is actually cooking ourselves food at 7:30, 8 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock at night. It's not necessarily, I wouldn't say it's a lot of people's go-to that we talk to on a daily basis. And so, I wanted to give you guys some tips around that because there's no reason why you still shouldn't, take your nutrition seriously just because you're busy. And that, unfortunately, is a decision I think a lot of people make unconsciously. Hey, I'm busy. I'm not going to take care of myself the way that I should, right? We kind of use it as an excuse to validate not taking care of ourselves. Even though if you ask yourself, do you want to look good? Do you want to have better energy? Of course, everybody would say absolutely yes. And so there's just a gap in behavior, and that's what I'm hoping to fill with this video today. So here's the reality of the situation. This is three-tiered, okay? So there's three stages of this, and obviously it's going to depend on your time, and it's going to depend on your money. So this option is the cheapest option that I have found. Again, I do this stuff. This isn't just me talking about it. I try to think about ways that I can, do these things, and I think about ways that I can teach it. So there's three tiers to this. Tier number one, okay, this is the cheapest option, and you're not going to have that much control over it. It's just the reality of it because it's a cheaper option. Is finding prepared meals for yourself. So this is how I look at it. You could go to Publix, you could go to Whole Foods, you could go to Trader Joe's, you could go to Fresh Market. Every one of these places has options for prepared meals. Personally, I don't go to any of those spots to get my prepared meals. I actually go to a place called Fit Life Foods here in Fort Lauderdale, and they're actually all over South Florida. Phenomenal job. If you ever get a chance to go in there, go in and ask for my man Jordan or Alfred, and they'll take really, really good care of you. Tell them Catalyst Fitness sent you. They'll give you a good deal off of your first food order, but that's besides the point. The reason why I like what they do is because they are prepackaged meals that have the macronutrients on them, that all I have to do is go pick them up, put them in my refrigerator, and then if I'm on the go, I put them in my food bag, and I can microwave them, heat them up on the stove, whatever, right? It's just a really, really simple way. They're about, anywhere from $6 to $12 a meal, just depending on where it's at. You could find cheaper options at Whole Foods. You could find cheaper options at Fresh Market. You could even find cheaper options at Publix. But the point that I'm trying to get here is you just got to try to find something that's prepared that makes sure that you're getting high quality, nutritious food into your system consistently. So the second thing that you can do, and this is going to be a little bit more expensive, obviously because of the convenience factor and the service that's allocated with it, is you can hire a meal delivery service. My favorite meal delivery service that I use is Farm to Fork. Again, they're right out of here. They're right out of Wilton Manor in Fort Lauderdale. Phenomenal service. That whole team is incredible also. They do a really, really good job of, you go in, you select the meals that you want, and they're at your door at 3, 4 in the morning. You just go out and grab them. Once you wake up, they're cool, throw them in the fridge. Again, pre-packaged, okay? That way we can then just take it and eat it. We don't have to worry about cooking it. The third thing, and this is gonna be the most expensive, I did it for a while, and actually I enjoyed the convenience of eating what I want, but I paid for it. And so you could hire your own chef. And so there's a bunch of services out there now to where they're making this option a little bit more affordable. Right now, I don't think it's as affordable for most people, as maybe it needs to be. Maybe it'll never get that affordable, but I feel as though right now, because of the convenience aspect, that's the top tier. You're able to eat the foods that you like, prepared the way that you like, in the portions that are perfect for your scenario. But again, each of these three, they ascend in price because of the service and the convenience factor that is added in to it. And so here's the deal, right? There's no reason as to why you cannot eat healthy for yourself. You always have to remember that this is a choice. Now, if all three of those options don't make sense for you, whether it's from a time standpoint or financially, right? You're still gonna have to prioritize this. So I always say to our clients, you're gonna get in life that which you prioritize. It's just the truth. It's not how bad we want something, it's how much work we actually put into achieving it. And so when we look at this, let's just say that all those options are really expensive. Well, guess what? You're gonna have to suck it up, Buttercup, and you're going to have to cook. That's just the reality of it. Or you could continue eating things that are not healthy for you and ultimately make you feel like crap and put on a ton of weight. And you know, we all know where that goes when we're 80. It's probably a little bit closer to a nursing home than we would like. And so my challenge to you is either select one of those three options or take the time to prioritize cooking for yourself. And so one of the things that we're learning at Catalyst is you cannot out-train a poor diet. Well, we've actually known it for years. It's just more and more now research in the scientific community is actually starting to pick up about how recovery is just as important as working out. And so these nutritional tips, they're all about making sure that you put good quality food into your system. So hopefully you guys have a phenomenal week. Again, this is Nick here with Catalyst Fitness. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, make sure you put them in down below. And if we can help you with anything, I hope that you'd reach out also. So have a great night.